We do need to talk about a very big story in college football involving Michigan State head coach, or at this point, we may as well call him former head coach, Mel Tucker. Michigan State, after some allegations came out about Mel Tucker, took very quick action, suspended Mel Tucker. They started removing his picture from everywhere. And it all stems from this alleged inappropriate relationship he had with somebody who, this is why you should never bring these women in here. Somebody who's an advocate against harassment of women and things like that. He brings her in to speak to his team, to speak to his kids. And then they start up an illicit relationship. Now, according to Mel Tucker and according to everything Mel Tucker said on record and that he's put out there, it was completely consensual in every way between her and him. I do think Mel Tucker's married. I'm sure his wife wasn't in on this, but that's what he is saying happened. I don't know if it's going to save his job. I don't know what the punishment's going to be, but certainly whenever you see this kind of thing happen in college football and they immediately suspend a guy like that while they're doing the investigation, typically he doesn't last too long.
I think it reflects. I think it's a Me Too money scam at double levels. I think she was doing it because, according to him, basically she pitched him being a sugar baby. She knew that he had an estranged relationship with his wife. That she solicited the conversation. She sent photos, suggestive photos to him. She's the one who had. And what the part of the story that I didn't buy, aside from the fact she's not an employee, so legally it's not sexual harassment, just isn't. But putting that aside, she said that she was deeply offended throughout the whole 36-minute phone call. I was like, who stays on the call for 36 minutes when you're deeply offended? I think, but so why does her allegation come out? Why does it become public? Well, Mel Tucker has a $95 million contract. Michigan State has about 70 million reasons to try to find an excuse to dump him. They gave him that huge contract after one good year. Second year wasn't good. The third year wasn't likely to be good. They didn't see any hope coming. And they're like, how do we dump him? Oh, we Me Too him. And we have someone that's happy to be part of it. And especially, you're right, you can't ever trust somebody that comes from the harassment victim culture. That makes their money going around talking about how men are evil. That part Mel was just a little slow on.
Come on, you got it. Like, that is so stupid for him to do something like that. But hey, men sometimes make, stupid decisions depending on which head they're thinking with. I think we all understand that. But yeah, they were very quick to suspend him. Bring in D'Antonio, who's been gone for a long time. He's basically like helping out now. It was just crazy how quickly some of these things went down, which I think, to your point, Robert, does show that maybe they are looking for a reason like that. And obviously, whenever you have a black head coach involved, you got the media screaming that he's being unfairly treated for this reason or that reason, which is kind of wild too. But certainly interesting things going up in Lansing right now as Michigan State looks like they're ready to move off of Mel Tucker.
And my view is the reason isn't race, the reason isn't gender, the reason is green. And we're seeing examples of it. Northwestern got rid of, their big buyout on, decade-old allegations that other players disputed and that they admitted the coach had even no knowledge of about, basic locker room behavior. I think we're going to see more of this because so many college programs have massive buyouts, but with an excuse if they can say just cause for the firing. And I think you're going to see a lot of shenanigans by a lot of athletic departments to figure out some Me Too or politically correct or woke pretext to say, we're doing this for great values, not to save us $70 million, but we're going to bring in D'Antonio, who we had to let go because of the rape problems on campus.
That's probably why that woman was there talking to those guys, because of the D'Antonio tenure. Yeah, it's a wild story, that's for sure.